When it comes to medicinal cannabis, the hope it offers is often overshadowed by a harsh reality, the exorbitant cost. Clinics, often shrouded in an air of legitimacy and expertise, charge a premium for their products. But is the quality of this medicinal cannabis truly superior to its black market counterpart? Or are patients being exploited for profit? This question, fraught with ethical and financial implications, lies at the heart of the debate surrounding access to cannabis for medical use. Patients, desperate for relief from chronic pain, debilitating illnesses, or the harsh side effects of conventional treatments, are often willing to pay a premium for what they believe to be a safer, more reliable product. However, the reality is often far from this ideal. Many patients find themselves questioning the value of their expensive medicinal cannabis, especially when compared to the readily available and significantly cheaper options on the black market. It's a conundrum that raises serious concerns about the ethics of pricing and the urgent need for greater transparency in the medicinal cannabis industry. While clinics boast about stringent quality control and the benefits of their carefully cultivated strains, the lived experiences of many patients tell a different story. The discrepancy between the promised benefits and the actual quality of medicinal cannabis raises a crucial question. Are clinics prioritizing profit over patient well-being? One of the key selling points of medicinal cannabis is the promise of a safer, cleaner product. Clinics often highlight their rigorous testing procedures, assuring patients that their cannabis is free from harmful contaminants like pesticides, heavy metals, and mold. This is particularly important for patients with compromised immune systems, who are more susceptible to infections and complications from such contaminants. Unlike the unregulated black market, where the origin and handling of cannabis remain largely unknown, medicinal cannabis is subject to stricter regulations and quality control measures, at least in theory. This regulated environment provides a degree of reassurance to patients, knowing that their medication has undergone some level of scrutiny before reaching them. However, the reality is not always so clear-cut. While the potential for a safer product exists within the medicinal cannabis market, inconsistencies in regulations and enforcement create loopholes that unscrupulous actors can exploit. Moreover, the very nature of cannabis cultivation, even in a controlled environment, makes it challenging to completely eliminate all potential contaminants. Factors like soil quality, water sources, and even the air in the growing environment can introduce impurities that may not be fully addressed by standard testing procedures. A lesser-known but equally concerning issue is the potential presence of radiation in cannabis. This invisible threat can stem from various sources, including contaminated soil, water, and even the use of certain fertilizers. While radiation exposure from cannabis is generally considered low, it's an often overlooked aspect of cannabis safety, particularly in the black market where testing is non-existent. The effects of radiation on the human body are cumulative, meaning that even small doses over time can increase the risk of developing certain cancers and other health problems. In the context of medicinal cannabis, where patients are already grappling with health issues, the presence of radiation adds another layer of complexity and risk. Detecting radiation in cannabis requires specialized equipment and expertise. Geiger counters, which measure ionizing radiation, are commonly used to screen for radioactive materials in various industries, including healthcare and environmental monitoring. While some medicinal cannabis producers may incorporate radiation testing as part of their quality control measures, it's not a universal practice. This lack of standardized testing for radiation across the industry leaves patients vulnerable to potential exposure, highlighting the need for more comprehensive safety regulations. Section 4, Hardened Realities, the hidden dangers lurking in street weed. While the potential for contaminants exists in both medicinal and street cannabis, the black market presents a unique set of risks due to the use of harmful additives. One such danger is the presence of hardeners, substances used to artificially increase the weight and density of cannabis buds. These hardeners, often toxic chemicals, are meant to deceive buyers into thinking they are getting more for their money. Blombastic and roxbastic, two commonly used hardeners, are particularly concerning. These products, often marketed as plant boosters to unsuspecting growers, contain a cocktail of chemicals that can be harmful when smoked or ingested. The long-term health effects of inhaling or ingesting these substances are not fully understood, but initial research suggests potential links to respiratory problems and other health issues. The deceptive use of hardeners highlights the dark side of the black market, where profit often trumps safety. Without any regulatory oversight or quality control, consumers are left vulnerable to the unscrupulous practices of dealers looking to maximize their profits at the expense of people's health. Section 5, the price of purity, when black market beats medicinal. Ironically, despite the risks associated with the black market, some argue that certain strains of street cannabis are actually superior in quality to their medicinal counterparts. This seemingly counterintuitive claim stems from the fact that many black market growers, driven by passion and a deep understanding of cannabis cultivation, prioritize potency and flavor over profit. These artisanal growers, often operating in the shadows due to legal restrictions, have developed a deep knowledge of cannabis genetics and cultivation techniques. They experiment with different strains, carefully selecting and crossbreeding plants to enhance specific characteristics like aroma, flavor, and effect. One example is the infamous Stardog strain, a potent variety that originated in the UK. Known for its distinctive, pungent aroma and potent effects, Stardog has gained a cult following among cannabis connoisseurs. However, its presence on the black market also means that it's often laced with contaminants like crystals, highlighting the inherent risks of consuming unregulated cannabis. Section 6, raising the bar. The urgent need for better medicinal cannabis. The current state of the medicinal cannabis industry, while a step in the right direction, still leaves much to be desired. The high prices, inconsistent quality, and lack of transparency erode patient trust and hinder the full potential of cannabis as a viable medical treatment option. To truly serve patients and unlock the full therapeutic benefits of cannabis, a multifaceted approach is needed. Firstly, stricter regulations and standardized testing procedures are crucial to ensure that all medicinal cannabis products meet stringent safety and quality standards. This includes testing for contaminants like pesticides, heavy metals, mold, and radiation, as well as the presence of harmful additives like hardeners. Secondly, greater transparency throughout the supply chain is essential. Patients deserve to know exactly what they are consuming, including the origin of the cannabis, the cultivation methods used, and the results of all safety and potency tests. This transparency will empower patients to make informed decisions about their medication and hold producers accountable for the quality of their products. Finally, addressing the issue of affordability is paramount. The high cost of medicinal cannabis remains a significant barrier for many patients, forcing them to choose between their health and their financial well-being. Exploring options like subsidies, insurance coverage, and price regulations can help make medicinal cannabis more accessible to those who need it most.